Hi, Scorpio. I'm Pam. Welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for July 2014. I just want to say, Scorpio, I got two microphones here. Neither worked. They sent me two. One made it worse. One didn't do anything at all. So I am trying to talk loudly and hopefully you guys can hear me all right. I'm sorry about that. Mercury is in retrograde, almost over, but anyway, today I shuffled the cards and cut the deck in three piles, and I'm going to read the cards on the cut before I lay out the 10 cards in the Celtic Cross spread for your reading today. So for the first card for your reading, Scorpio, is the Empress. The Empress is a good card for marriage, wealth, fertility. It also is a number 3, so it's good for creation. So the Empress was the first card in your cut. The second cut, you have 10 of Pentacles. And 10 of Pentacles to me symbolizes inheritance and family money coming your way. Ooh, that's a bonus. That's a good card to get, Scorpio. Why don't we start off right? And then the third card in your third cut is 9 of Rods or Wands. And 9 of Wands symbolizes to me somebody that is prepared for battle. 9 symbolize endings and completions. Wands symbolize new enterprise, new business, growth, expansion, communication, new beginnings. So let's see what you have here for your 10 cards in the reading for July 2014, Scorpio. I don't know where you are, but it's a hot one here today. All right. So the first card you have in your reading is the Death card. Sorry to start off with that. However, to me, this is usually a card that symbolizes transformation. It could be something ending, so something new can begin. I don't usually see this come up when it's a physical death. So let me see why this is here for you, Scorpio. By the way, this is right in the center of your reading, right on top of you right now. So this is what's affecting you now. I hear you've come to closure of some sort, an ending of a relationship. You're not the first one I've heard that for. I hear you've got to put the past behind you and move on. And I hear that you've gotten some closure actually because I'm hearing you've gotten some knowledge of some things that maybe you were uncertain about. So some things have come to light. Maybe some things you wish you didn't really know now, but it was able to give you closure. I do get the sense that you might have some inkling in your mind that you may think of opening the door to this relationship again in the future, but in the past, maybe you would have been more inclined to do that before than what I'm getting. You're thinking of doing it now. You're less likely to do that. It's like a passing thought. The next card in your reading, Scorpio, crosses over the Death card. And usually this card would either support or conflict the first card. And you have the Sun. That's an excellent card. This is a card that's, to me, it would symbolize returning to your inner child, joy, happiness, abundance, and joy in the material world, in this physical world that we're in. I hear this is good news that everything's coming up roses now and you're moving in a new direction. And I also hear you have a lot going on behind the scenes that you're not telling people about. You're keeping some things close to the vest, Scorpio. You're entering some kind of new prospect. It's either relationship or business. For some of you Scorpios, it's going to be relationship. Some of you Scorpios, it's going to be business. I'm hearing this takes place in March. I hear you've had the wind knocked out of your sails a few times, and you keep getting back up. So that's good. You have real strength and fortitude to weather some things that have gone on. It comes up like for some of you Scorpios, it's going to be like the past 7 or 8 months seems like the most concentration of that getting the wind knocked out of your sails. And hopefully this is going to make sense to some of you Scorpios out of there because it is a general reading. So I'm hoping that it makes sense to some of you. Wow, you have some good cards here, Scorpio. You do have another nice one here. You have the Star. You got the sun and the star. That's excellent. The star to me, that's like your wishes coming true. Like God and the universe hearing your wishes and bringing you divine blessings. It's like divine channels are working through your life right now to bring you what you wish for, what you wanted to see take place in your life. Wow, they say you're entering a time of brand new beginnings. I almost feel like I'm looking at somebody just stepping out, breaking out of their shell, or leaving their house after a long winter and stepping out into the sun, into the warm sunshine, and starting out on a new path. You're also ending a time of completion where there's been divorces and endings they're talking about. This goes back to what they said in the first card when that came up for you in the reading. I hear you have a lot of bright ideas and you're actually going to be putting them to good use. I hear you're going to be traveling. Some of you Scorpios are going to be traveling a lot the latter part of this summer and into the fall. I hear plans and travel plans and engagements are going to be made. And for some reason, I'm also hearing you're going to be helping people along the way while doing this. And I feel like if you've met anybody recently during some difficult times that have helped you out of a jam or helped you along the way, you're going to pay them back in some way with some kindness, some generosity. You're going to be giving back to them in some way. So that comes up. And actually, that card crowns your reading, Scorpio. So now, okay, you have the moon. Wow, you have a lot of major cards here. You have the moon. The moon symbolizes to me hidden secrets or hidden foes, unforeseen foes. There's also a link to this could be secrets in romance. There's mystery here and some deception. You have to be careful. This is a card that's kind of warning. Now, you have this actually in the layout. It comes up in a past position, but let me hear what my guides say why this card is here for you today, Scorpio. Wow, I don't even know why it comes up with this card, but I hear that you're going to come into some money like from long ago past, like forgotten money, or I don't know, it's coming up in a very odd way. And I hear that when you get this money, you're going to spend it rather quickly because I get you have some really decisive plans of what you're going to do with this money. And I get that right now you seem to be a little bit worried of how long it's going to take you to complete tasks. For some reason, time comes up, the concern and thought about time comes up as an issue for some of you Scorpios right now. And I keep getting, you feel driven to get things done, like you're being motivated for some reason, like to hurry, or you've got to push to get things done. The next card you have in your reading, in this general reading for the sign of Scorpio, July 2014, you have, I'm sorry to say, Scorpio, I don't like this card, but I have to be honest what I get. You have Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords to me would symbolize an ending of a relationship or a disappointment in love, or that there's been cheating or, cheating going on in a relationship and it's brought a lot of sadness and disappointment. It could be all of these reasons. Not necessarily all, but it could be all. This is in the position of the energy that you're moving through now, traveling through right now and passing. I hear you've begun to see things in a different light. And the words coming up are wishing you could take back something that you said. I don't know exactly how that would figure, but that's the words my guides are saying. Wow, for some of you, you've been through such a stressful time. It's like making you feel like you're going crazy. Like, am I losing my mind? Like I feel like I'm going crazy here. Like I hear some of you Scorpios saying that. Like, and I hear that because of that feeling, you need to take a pause or a step back to gain perspective. I feel that for many of you, you've ended a relationship and there's been some bitter battles and some real big disappointments. And they are saying that you have the guts to walk away, because it does sometimes take an awful lot of courage to do that, especially if it's been a long-term relationship of any sort that's difficult to close the door on. That does come up. The next card you have in your layout um, is an excellent card. Is Ace of Pentacles. So to me, this is divine blessings through money. You are coming into a time of financial abundance, and it could also symbolize a new job or new employment, but it's financial gain that's divinely blessed. And I hear money is the topic here, where you need to gain perspective on it, how to manage it, how to handle it, how to get a grip on it. What's the best way to financially plan also comes up. And I do hear you enter a time of financial abundance, where you're going to be generous and giving to others very freely. So that's great. A couple other signs have gotten a similar message. So that's good news, because it seems like some signs are having some financial prosperity or turn around in finances that are for their benefit. And many of you signs are going to be very generous with that money, and you come up that way too, Scorpio. So that's a very positive thing. Going to make a lot of people happy. They also are warning to don't get out of hand on the spending on your own regard, because you don't want to get so far into the spending that you find yourself in the red and having to file bankruptcy. They're saying keep a handle on it. They're warning, like, so you want to be generous and giving to others and enjoy yourself, and you have business plans. Some of you have plans here. I see you want to execute with the money, but if you're not careful with the management of it and get that in your head early when the money's coming at you, then it'll get out of hand unless you think about it right when you get it. So this is a message to warn you. The next card you have in your reading, Scorpio, is Seven of Pentacles. And Seven of Pentacles to me is a card that symbolizes financial gain for all your hard work and all your efforts. They're telling me it's like you're like in a time of real financial abundance, of money coming your way and from several directions. So congratulations on that good news. And again, they're warning, this is a time to get a grip on those finances now and plan. They really want you to plan. For some of you, this money might be so much that you should really go see a financial planner or a financial advisor, because they can help you do that, or set up some kind of special accounts to manage or keep track of this money. Yeah, I just get you've got a great abundance of financial energy and money flowing at you right now. So again, not to repeat this, but it keeps coming up over and over again. Time to get the handle on it is right in the beginning. And they're saying, money doesn't ever really solve all of our problems. I mean, many people would argue that. But they're saying being kind and being financially generous and giving of yourself as well to others is the real reward here. And I hear that Scorpio has given a lot of themselves, and now this is kind of like their payback to them for the good that they've done. So, like, they don't want you, the guides and angels out there, they don't want you to go crazy now. All right, Scorpio. So the next card you have in the reading is King of Swords. And King of Swords to me would be connected to an air sign, either Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. The King of Swords, or this could be his rising sign. The King of Swords is somebody that often brings discord and disharmony where they show up because of their own energy, possibly being disruptive and scattered. Also, because truth is an issue with them, either they're not truthful and they're deceptive and therefore this causes havoc, or they're very truthful, they want to get to the bottom of the truth, and they are opinionated and maybe a little too brutally frank with their opinions and honest. So that can cause havoc. But they have a keen intellect, and they're usually very gregarious and friendly. And I think sometimes these King of Swords don't know how to stop once the party gets rolling sometimes. And he comes up as a companion or a friend. And the King of Swords comes up as a friend to you, where he's been there for you through thick and thin. He's very interested in helping you out. And for some of you Scorpios, his feelings run deep on the very emotional side. So for some of you, this crosses over beyond the friendship mode. For some of you Scorpios, this crosses over into there's romantic feelings there coming from him to you as well. He can be very forgiving and understanding when it comes to love. That's what my guides are telling me. And I hear whether he's in a romance with you or not, he's like a best buddy that you would have for life or for many years to come. He's coming up as like a solid foundation person for you. The next card that you have in your reading, Scorpio, is the Eight of Rods. And the Eight of Rods to me symbolizes a message or news, information coming at you very quickly and swiftly. This could be over the computer, through the internet. Sometimes this symbolizes travel. There's a link between the past and the present. They say money comes at you very swiftly, so that's a repeated message again. I hear for many of you, you've really been through the ringer, and now you're doing an about face. And I hear that they would like you to let go of the past and forgive if you can. If you can find it in your heart to forgive, they feel like this is the release and to get you more quickly to the sense and feeling of freedom. Many of you are going to be traveling quite a bit coming up for the company or business that you work for. In April and May, something to do with your work, maybe that aspect of it comes to a close, and something new starts up again after that. I know that's odd that they're talking about that in a July reading. For many of you, I hear that projects stop and change and new things come into you. And I get, wow, Scorpio, so much financial abundance. I just get it. You're going to get it in all areas of your life. I feel like you're going to get it from people that have owed you money, pay you back, relatives, maybe inheritance or some money that you didn't know about comes to light. I feel some of you are going to get this money through divorce and separation. Loans being paid back to you does come up. And the final card in your reading today, Scorpio, is the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles to me would either symbolize for some of you Scorpios, because this is a general reading, that have children, and for you Scorpios that do not have children, this could symbolize somebody in your life that you care about, like a niece or a nephew, or a child that you just have a connection to from some other channels that you just really care about. Or this could be a message, just the spirit guides giving you a message, because pages bring messages. And this is your final outcome card, Scorpio. So let me see what I get here. Oh, and by the way, the Page of Pentacles would be, if he is a child or she is a child, he would be associated with the signs of Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. He's bringing joy of financial abundance. That's what I'm hearing. This is a wacky prediction, but I'm hearing it nonetheless. For some of you Scorpios, you're going to marry somebody. For some of you single Scorpios, you're going to marry somebody that you knew from a long time ago. Isn't that a weird one? But they said it. That's true for some of you. And I get that you're really coming into having like a stabilized life, where some things or in the recent times have felt unstable or unsettled. I feel like that comes to a close now. You're entering a time of stability, more stable with romantic relationships, and you're definitely coming into some financial abundance. And some of you Scorpios are going to marry somebody that you knew from the past. Wow, you Scorpios are coming into a real interesting, no wonder they called it at the beginning card, like the card of transition showed up, so. Well, Scorpio, I just want to say thank you so much for all the kind comments that you've given me on my maiden voyage out into the YouTube world. And many of you have written me some very nice emails. I've had some nice appointment calls with several of you Scorpios. And I just want to say thank you, and I do appreciate that. So if you're interested in a private reading with me, Scorpio, you could go to my link posted below and go to my order page, and we can get you scheduled for an appointment. Hopefully I'm going to have online scheduling possibly next week. That would certainly expedite these processes better than what I've been able to do on my own without it. But I want to say I wish you all the best, Scorpio. Thank you for watching. Many blessings and peace.